Dolphins, butterflies and kayaking. Guest reporter Dr. Sally Grainger is about to take us on those encounters around Coffs Harbour.
Well, if you happen to be standing next to the biggest banana in the world, you can only be in one place, Coffs Harbour. And if you haven't spent much time here, it really is worth a look. It's part of a region known as Nature's Playground. So we're going to visit some of the local attractions and see if it lives up to its reputation. Some 70,000 people live in the Coffs Harbour region, and today it seems like every one of them is outdoors, enjoying the glorious sunshine and all that water. Coffs Harbour is about halfway between Sydney and Brisbane, with a climate so appealing the population swells by another 30,000 in holiday season. In fact, the CSIRO describes the climate here as the most livable in Australia. Perfect conditions for humans and dolphins. Let's start our tour at the pet porpoise pool. Here we'll get up close and wet with its marine life, which includes the incredibly clever dolphins. You have a very good training program here. Can you tell me how you go about training a dolphin or a seal?
Yeah, sure. So we use a method called operant conditioning, and that's where you use positive reinforcement. So when a dolphin or seal does something correct, we reinforce that behaviour by lots of pats or fish is the primary one. But yeah, just by encouraging that behaviour and making them feel like excited that they're doing the right thing is probably the best way to describe it.
If you want to teach a trick to a dolphin or a seal, how long does it take?
It's quite variable, so it depends on the dolphin, it depends on the trainer, it depends on the behaviour. So some things the dolphins pick up really quickly, other things they take a little bit longer, and that also depends on their personality because they're all very different.
Next, we explore some of Coffs' backwaters by kayak. Our guide is Steve Worley. Well, there could not be a better way to spend a hot summer afternoon, could there?
Yeah, it's not bad, isn't it?
And the water's so warm as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Almost full ocean water at the moment.
What sort of wildlife have you got just in these parts here, Steve?
Okay, so we've got plenty of different bird life, the water birds, the herons, the egrets, things like that. We'll see lots of stingrays, things like that in the water, lots of fish. It's a very healthy system here.
What is your favourite thing to see out here?
I've probably got two favourites. One is the white-breasted seagull, a really big bird. Their wingspan gets up to 2.2 metres, so they're quite big. But also one of the smallest birds that we see is the Azura kingfisher. We see plenty of them.
This is a real classic Australian creek, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's got bushland all around. And yeah, typical Australian creek.
What is it that you love about the area?
Oh, I just love the variety that you can go from right down near the ocean in the salt water right up to the very fresh water and a little freshwater babbling brook basically.
Another of nature's wonders in Coffs can be found here in the Big Butterfly. The butterfly house is actually an enormous glass house where the temperature and humidity is kept high. Perfect conditions for the big range of Aussie butterflies that surround me. My guide is Fiona Barden. Fiona, this is a truly magical place. We're surrounded by hundreds of butterflies. How many have you actually got here?
We've got about 400 live Australian butterflies inside here.
And how many different species?
That ranges between about 12 and 19, just depending on the time of the year. Each butterfly, each species of butterfly uses a particular type of plant to lay its eggs on. So lots of our breeding is centred around what plants we can grow. And as you look around the butterfly house and certainly out of the windows, you'll find many areas that we're growing plants in.
So tell me about the colours on these butterflies. Are they specific for males and females of each variety?
Often the males are more brightly coloured than what the females are, but the females are always larger. That's because she's got to carry all the eggs in her body, so she's a larger butterfly with larger wings. The males, though, are nice and colourful because they've got to attract the females.
Butterflies, as I discover, are not only brightly coloured, they're attracted to colour. Fiona, these look like just little water troughs to me. Are these a way that you're feeding the butterflies?
Yeah, butterflies drink nectar. That's all that they do. They don't eat it all. So what these are, we're simulating real flowers. Because we haven't got enough room to put flowers in here, we make an artificial nectar solution. The butterflies come and are attracted to colour. You can see with some of these there's like a straw coming out of the butterfly's face. That's what they're using to drink from.
How do you accommodate their different tastes with this nectar solution?
Basically with flowers, they do come to any flower. They like different colours in the flower. So it's not the taste of the nectar, it's the colour that they're attracted to. With the plants that they lay their eggs on, then that's a particular taste of the leaf.
It's not only flowers they're attracted to. They'll land on your head, on your feet, even your ear if you stand still for a second or two. So who's the little friend that I've got on my hair here?
You've got a bright blue Ulysses butterfly here. He's sometimes known as the Dunk Island butterfly. He's a symbol for Dunk Island. He's very boring and brown on the underneath, but beautiful and blue once he opens his wings.
Our final Coffs experience is inland, in the rainforests. Showing me the way is Indigenous guide Mark Flanders.
Well, this rainforest is a remnant rainforest of the giant Gondwana rainforest that we used to have through Australia originally. And it's only a remnant of it left in this particular little area, the Woolgoolga Creek Floral Reserve. Animal life, there's many sorts of animals you get through here. There'll be little wallabies and all your different bird life, lizards and snakes. Beautiful little goannas there, good tucker. The goanna's a very, very fatty kind of oily animal. The oil's very good for you, but you've got to be very careful and handle them because they've got very sharp claws and very sharp back face and teeth, and that tail is also very dangerous.
Obviously this is a birdwatcher's paradise.
It sure is. There are many species of birds in this area. That bird you've been hearing calling up, that's the Wampu fruit pigeon. He's a fruit distributor around the bush. He'll pick up fruit and carry it from one point to another and help. That's where you get the biodiversity of all the plants and animals through here.
Then it's on to this headland, intriguingly named Look at Me Now.
On Look at Me Now headland, that headland is associated with many Aboriginal sites around it. And as we see this morning, we see the eastern grey kangaroos all over it everywhere. They're often down by the beach there because there's fresh water around the rocks there. They can get, and they'll just travel all over the country, hop up along the beach and back up on the headlands, into the littoral rainforest behind the beaches. They've got a wide range of distribution. Yeah, this time of year, a lot of the kangaroos have little joeys in their pouches, so you've got to be a bit careful when approaching them. They do look beautiful, but they can be very dangerous.